Yay.
Okay, we are live. Hello, everyone. We were trying to get our stuff together backstage. We all discombobulated on this Friday.
No coffee. Oh my gosh. Very
Oh,
disappointed.
no.
What?
Coffee. What is wrong with
Who doesn't
you?
have coffee?
I will put myself on off camera and run and grab my coffee. That's terrible.
Wow.
It is
I
terrible.
wore his shirt to honor King today in case he is in Texas, or at least he's on his way. That has a cowboy hat on it.
Yeah, I put a cowboy emoji in the chat, so
Yeah.
I threw a howdy, a big old howdy out.
Howdy, hi.
Well, okay. So speaking of King, my map is showing King left to Washington. I don't know if you could see it. And he
Yeah.
went down to
Are we doing like
Sacramento.
Where's Waldo with
We're
Dennis?
finding a Where's Waldo.
Yeah. All right.
Hold on, see up above? We got our map,
Nice.
the flat Earth map, and I have a celestial map. I was telling the ladies in behind stage that it's pure white, but it's black, and I'm gonna see if I can have it made into a clear thing so that it can go over top of the map because there's a certain way to place it. But one of the things I want to mention, Jen, if you don't mind, real quick, yesterday you pulled some oracles, okay?
Yep. Oracles. Yep.
Right, and you were talking about 1 foot in, 1 foot out, and that's something that is really coming up. This is about our challenges, how we're going to be tested, and at some point, I really do think we're going to be. We have to make a choice. Are we going to be spiritual? We're no longer to be able to straddle. If there are a few that straddle, it'll be temporary, and they'll be pulled one side to another, and but it's where do you want to be, and I get it. Life is something that we have to choose for ourselves, and how and our perception of it. But at some point, I think we're gonna have to make that choice.
I don't think we can ride the fence forever. It's gonna have to be make your choice.
Right, exactly. And then
there's no wait and see. It's not a wait and see anymore. Like, which side do I really want to take? You really have to feel it within yourself.
Yeah,
exactly. And that's everyone's perspective. And I mean, at some point, what does that translate to? Well, okay, I don't resonate with this, or I don't resonate with that. I'm not going to go into this chat or that chat or whatever. But what I'm saying is at some point, I mean, you have to make that choice. Plain and simple. It's going to. But I was I'd gotten that like last week, and then I had a kind of unique dream I was telling Nadia about. I was having a conversation with DHP. We do as like a Zoom or a StreamYard. Anyway, in the dream, okay, I am replaying in the dream verbatim what we were talking about on this Zoom. Right. And at one point, I'm sitting here looking at the computer in my dream, and at the next point, I'm like beside myself watching it. And it was verbatim for just a few minutes, and it was like, okay, and I'm sitting there thinking, wow, this is weird, even in my dream, and I don't know if that eventually pulled me out of it or what, but I never had a dream that was a repeat, a playback, a verbatim. I mean, this wasn't deja vu, this dream. And it was unique, it was like, okay, and that ties into something which talks about this choices we were making. And I wanted to say, like, I posted something on my page the other day, give it to you real quick. And it was Romans. I was just kind of reminded of it. I know it's tied into everything, but it's Romans 8. If you want to read the thing, that's up to you. It's not about religion. Please understand that. But it says the mind is governed by the flesh or the material. The mind that is governed by flesh is death. The mind that is governed by spirit is life and peace.
Yes.
That's really something to grab onto. Listen, like I said, don't look at it as religion. It's the words. It's the words.
I agree. Yeah, one of the oracles I use is based on scripture, but they still have, it's not a religious thing to me. It's a
Great.
spiritual message, and that's what we need to remember.
Yes, exactly. And
Go
everything
ahead.
ties together. That's what we're finding out. If you're not seeing those synchronicities, they're right there.
Right.
Something that you talked about 3 weeks ago comes into this. That's like this dream
Mhm.
also tied into this thing. I saw it on a video out. Like I'm listening to a song, just kind of like don't have my headphones in. I'm just listening and I'm doing what I'm doing. And I saw something pop on the screen and I was like, what was that? So I went back and here was this scripture that had nothing to do with the song. And I was like,
Wow.
okay, see, I was meant to see that.
Yeah.
Just how I was meant to hear Jen talk about those oracles. It all ties together. Really does.
Yep.
Well, first of all, your oracle's really good, especially your imitation of Mufasa. It
Every
almost,
time I say that, that's where my brain goes. Remember who you are, and that's where
Mhm.
I just sticks.
you
Yeah.
almost sounded like Mufasa. If I closed this there, put the radio on really loud and squinted, it sounded
I
just
gotta
like.
work on the James Earl
And
Jones version.
insert my voice as an attempt for James
There
Earl.
you go. I'm gonna get
Yeah.
Rock to record it, and then I'll just do the
The
voiceover.
funny thing is my dog will go and she'll kind of put 2 feet on. It's the garbage can platform. It like the yard slope, so it makes it level. And she stands on this, and she stands there like Pride Rock, and I'll
Oh
yell.
yeah.
I'll go, "Hey Mufasa, you done?" So
That's funny. That was really cute. But it's amazing that those oracle cards are really given for a reason.
Yeah.
Also, on a serious note, if we can have some prayers and intentions for Marcy, there's a situation for strength for her and her family.
and
Okay.
Dennis for safe travels will give it.
Okay, should I shock face? We
Do
will
it.
always have Dennis in our
Do
hearts. So
it.
if ever there's a shock face,
Yeah, I don't have a go.
I love
There he
it.
is. Thank you. You might have to bring that up a couple times. Just
yeah, there's
That's
other
right.
moves in the making.
I love it. I love it. Yeah. Hopefully, if he doesn't get to join us, he'll watch the replay and go, "Oh man, I can't leave them alone for anything."
And you had mentioned in one of your posts, Jen, about a couple people may come on to the chat from the classes, from the card classes. Looking forward to that. I don't know if you have that in stone or not, but if no one got that post, that's in her community section. And a lot of times, like YouTube's messed up. You don't see
Oh, I
community
know.
posts horrible. Every once in a while, I don't even get
Yeah.
like notification of Dennis or Jen show. It's like
Yeah.
I always have to go and look I just look automatic. I don't even rely on it anymore, but it does. It's hit and miss. And
Yep.
that's YouTube.
That's just the algorithms. That's why if there's a really, when I do get to see the comments, they're beautiful and I try to attend to them, but most of the time I don't see them, or it takes a week for it to show up.
Yeah, I don't see me doing cartwheels. Just saying.
Well, you got
Throw
to
it
be
out
able to try. Got to be a kid again. Yeah.
Well, I could, maybe I'll just play marbles. That's okay.
All right. Or jacks. Just don't step
Jack.
on them.
There you go, Jax. I think the most lethal toy in the world, there's 2. Hot Wheels and Legos. Most lethal toys ever made, especially when you wake up out of bed and they're on the floor.
I think the old metal jacks are worse than Legos.
I will agree with that, but I mean, they're not around any longer.
Yeah.
I will agree with that. Those metal jacks were horrible.
Okay,
We were
well,
talking about old toys in our little community thing at one point there.
we were just talking about that. For me, mine was the knockers. It was two balls on a stick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you had that smile. I'm getting it. And then it hits you, and it bruises your hand, and you're like,
hurt like hell. Hurt like hell. You whacked.
But you never stop doing it.
No, never. But now that I mean, that's one of those things where it's like that was a great toy, and it kept kids busy, and just sitting here like this. But it's kind of like the paddle and the ball, the paddle and the ball. It's like, how long can they do that for? Let them go. let them go. They're having fun.
Well,
Mhm.
back in my days, it was plastic, so it broke by itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It let itself go.
I was telling them the original ones were made out of a hardened glass. It was what they used for insulators for old electrical lines. It was really that type of glass. And
Wow.
they would bang together. And I mean, yeah, at some point they did shatter, and some people did get hurt, just like lawn darts, the throwing a metal spike up in the
lawn
air.
darts.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but I mean, I'm sorry. There at some point you just got to take all the warning labels, rip all the warning labels off, and let the world fall as it falls. Okay, if
Yeah.
you have to be told to take plastic off of frozen pizza, we got more problems in this world than
Some of the craziest warning signs that are on anything, food, objects, whatever. Somebody had to have experimented to make that necessary.
right.
Mhm.
And that is
Like,
scary.
It ends up in a lawsuit. So think about it. How if it's not something getting hurt or kids not in danger or something like
Right.
that, it's done for a lawsuit. Like, oh, I burned my tongue on McDonald's coffee or in my crouch. Well, you had the cup in your crouch. Are you an idiot?
Yeah.
But you ended up winning.
Coffee is generally hot.
Yes.
So
yeah. How about the toasters are not intended near water?
That you would think
Really?
that would be just like having one of those donuts in the pool, hanging onto a plugged-in toaster.
Why not?
It's
Why
it's
not?
amazing. And I mean, I get the warnings on the plastic bags. I do. I think that's
Oh, please do not put it on your head.
thing. Yeah, but I mean, if you want to really do something and make it kind of fun, just say, do not put this on your spouse or partner's head for long. Something like that.
For
Just
long.
for long.
But use your discernment of how long is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
but some people,
tomato, tomato.
it says, please do not put this on your head. They say, I wonder why. Let me figure it out.
Yeah.
And they do it anyway. So
Now, I
But,
give the littles the bubble wrap so they can pop.
Oh yeah.
I'd like to do that.
Yeah.
Just the pop.
It's not like they're swallowing that, or eating it. They're just sitting there popping away.
A little man's already tried to eat crayons today, and he's taken after Papa, I guess. He wants to be a Marine. Speaking of, since we chatted this morning in the collective about the crayon issue, I had walked into our bedroom and there's a mantle in there, and I saw a green crayon laying on it, and I went, Lee's getting up in the middle of the night having snacks.
he's just smelling it, bringing back memories.
It's a green one. And I've outlost it. I'm like, I'm gonna have to get on to him about those midnight snacks again.
I'm curious, can he shoot one out of his nose with deadly accuracy? I would think so.
I don't know, and I don't want to find out. Talk about turning them into lawn darts, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm. So let's get on with it. How we do? What we got? We got some questions. Who wants?
We got lots of questions.
Okay.
We have some in the coffee. DHP, thank you very much. And he bought the coffee.
I did not post the coffee page. I apologize.
That's okay.
One of the moderators
Nightbot's got it, and Nikki's got it too.
Okay, thank you.
It says, just showing some love. All questions will be in the chat. You better not skip them or else. So I've been threatened.
Can I make a quick comment with
yeah, go ahead.
You bringing people on for the thing and they're afraid to show their face because of family, people, friends, or just you don't have to show your face in many cases. Do you know what I mean? But at some point, have the confidence to take that step. You know what I mean? At some point, hey, listen. People think I'm weird. How you doing?
Oh,
guilty.
Yeah.
I'm that guy. But I do understand the personal nature of family. But I'm just saying, at least if you come on and you don't show your face, you can show a background, whatever you want. You don't have to show your camera. But consider your voice. I mean, it's still, you'll still feel the energy, you'll still understand it. But try not to limit yourself. And I understand family, people, perception. At some point, and it's hard to go, I don't give a shit. But at the same time, it's a personal thing. Believe me, I was the first one when this first happened. I didn't want to be on camera. Not at all.
I'm also getting that, if you guys remember the first time I got on there, I was nervous. I didn't even know if I knew how to speak in or which language to speak in.
You did really good. I was glad you had that drool napkin with you. You did wonderful.
I didn't know which language was coming out. Yeah, I think I was speaking in tongues. I'm not sure, but where was I going from that?
It's okay to be nervous, though.
It's okay to be nervous.
it's
However,
natural.
you know how we say that somebody else can trigger you? That's another trigger because we were burned at the stake or whatever for speaking our truth. So now coming out and speaking your truth will help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you just did a little video on your own little look, if you're on YouTube, you have a channel. Just talk. Mary Jean did the same thing. I remember she was nervous as heck. Our first
Caroline,
couple. Yeah, Caroline. I mean, they do great. I mean, it's I understand it, but no one's going to laugh at you because we've all been there. We're going to encourage you because once you get past the water's cold, you'll realize it's actually nice in the water.
Yeah.
You get fully.
and I like to give kudos to the live chat fam because they really support our family here.
They do.
Yes. Yeah. And as far as coming on and reading tarot, we talked about it in class yesterday that if you could just figure out how to angle your camera towards the cards, that's fine. You don't have to show your face as long as we can hear you. And I don't want people to be nervous because I'm going to be pulling cards right alongside you. And it doesn't matter if right or wrong interpretations. It doesn't matter. In
the I guess it's called Soul Family Chat that Atasca, Terry helped Atasca make. She showed this thing that holds your phone and you can like above a picture or your tarot cards. That was a pretty cool thing. It was on Amazon. If you're not in the chat, one of the moderators can post that. They're just talking about our things.
I don't think you can see it because it's attached. They make these bendable things. They have arms on them. And
I have those, but I want one that goes right here. So when I'm looking, it will show me exactly what I need to see.
And I did post something for you guys that I can't wait to do this. I posted a meme. It says when you're next time you're out in public and someone walks up and starts talking to you, look at them confused and go, "Can you see me?" I can't wait to do that.
It's funny because I saw another one and he said that when I went to visit and put flowers on my grandmother's gravesite and I walked away, someone said hi and he said, "Can you see me?" That would be scarier.
In a cemetery? Wow. Okay.
So I can't wait to do that. And yes, I will. I have no shame when it comes to these things. It's like,
why not?
For me.
It goes along with you singing in the store.
Exactly. Unfortunately, I'm not the kind of guy that would record it like a prank. I enjoy the thought.
It's your own pleasure. It's for your own pleasure.
I've met some famous people when I was young. I used to wait tables at a place in Pittsburgh where there was a playhouse or the sports arena. And, they would say, "You want an autograph?" I'm like, "No, just shake your hand. It's all good." I mean, if someone, I didn't care for an autograph. I didn't need a piece of them. I met them. That was, I mean, and
exactly.
especially if they were just like, "Hey, how you doing?" And a normal person. That was very much, I could have cared less about it. So what am I going to carry around a signature? Oh, hey, look, I got this guy's handwriting. It's not like it's,
I actually do have an autograph on my back. It's tattooed, but we won't get into that. Like it's actually tattooed
from Big Bang with "This is Leonard Nimoy's DNA." Something.
Oh, I remember. Yeah. Okay. Yep. I remember.
His DNA or his offspring's DNA?
Hi, Miss Nova.
Our first two volunteers and we'll try to do it next week. DHP and Roy on a Friday. And like I told you before this show, they've requested the Roundtable be there. And I think that's great. You don't have to do it on a Monday. It's just me.
Right. And I may be dropping out just to one show a week because I have some 3D things that I have to take care of because I have, as most I have tons of watches. And at some point, I have an expiration date. I can't see it. It's on the back of my neck, but there's an expiration date there. But I have to get rid of them. And, I need a new vehicle and all these things. So I have to give it some attention because zucchini season is coming up too. I have a greenhouse to build,
I
a
know.
garden to
See,
build.
I'm going to run into that issue as well. I'm going to work as much as I can, even with the round table. Once gardening season gets here and canning season hits, I'm going to have to cut back.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's a busy time.
Yeah. And it does. It
So,
takes a lot of energy, and it's got to take more energy on your side because of the littles just running around. I mean, we were part of that as a kid, but it was more a hindrance, but it kept us busy.
yeah.
They let us do things, but at the same time, that takes time. You want them part of it. You can't just go, don't cut over here. You got to make them a part
Well,
of
the
it too.
cool
So
thing
that brings
about
some time.
gardening with teaching the littles and homeschooling, it's science, it's math, it's home and economics, it's everything. And we try not to do too much schooling in the summertime. They need a break,
Right.
but it's still
No,
these
fair
are
enough.
life
Sorry,
lessons.
excuse me.
I'm more into life learning, life skills than I
Yep.
am, black and white in a book.
I gave you a skill that I had today. I can sew. My mom, she was like, "You'll never need a woman for anything except relationship. It's someone to talk to." I mean, that's really not what she said, but mom was pretty.
And to buy you a trash
Yeah,
can for the lint and the dryer.
But I can a pleated skirt. I 100 pleats on there. I'm your guy. I can sew.
But back then, and this is one of the things, I am so happy for the age that I am and for the age that we are, because we don't give a crap about what other people think.
Yeah.
But
I know, isn't it great?
I don't, and I'm looking at a 16-year-old going, why does it bother you? And I forgot she's 16.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
And
So-
that's true. I mean, that's a lot of us. We think they should understand certain things, and we're I mean, I still, even today, I'm the same way. Like, I went to that wedding, and I was just kind of like blown away that like common sense is below 30. It's really a rarity.
It's a gift.
Yeah. And I was just waiting for them to start licking the wall.
Or crayons.
Let's
They
lick the
had
wallpaper.
crayons on the.
There's oranges on the wallpaper. Let's lick them. I was waiting for it. I was.
Well,
And it's
that's
not
what I want.
no faith in humanity. I was expecting it.
But I mean, back then, I remember watching my mom or my dad and learning as they were fixing something.
Yep.
And or like my mom, not so much in cooking. That was a hard thing after I got married, but I did it. It was not like what would my mom do? That's how I started cooking. But it was like we had observation. But now with the phones and TV and all of this stuff, they don't observe.
The distractions.
Yeah, but they don't observe daily life of what you have to fix.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, let's get into it. We've been jibber jabbering. Let's chit chat.
We're on a show.
You reshow the maps up top. We got
We
a couple
are?
things we're doing. DHP and I were still deep diving. That'll be coming later, probably.
Theater near you.
Yeah, we're going to be doing another show at some point here with Roundtable, and it's just it's a constant process. It's fun. It's a whole lot of fun now.
Okay.
You there?
I am
I'm
trying to try to do this. Am I frozen?
No, I think it was on my end. You guys froze for a second.
Oh, okay.
Join my
Okay.
world.
We got lots of questions. Like I said, thanks DHP for the coffees. All of his are in the actual chat. But Terry bought a coffee, so we'll start out with hers.
Okay.
All right. Yesterday, I had an amazing experience with a little neighbor girl about 2 years old. We've never met before at all. When I was leaving for work, she and her big sister were playing at the end of my driveway. I was walking towards my Jeep when she looked up and saw me. She immediately started running towards me with her hands in the air and making little squealy noises. I love that. As she got to me, I dropped to my knees and she ran into my arms. We locked each other up in a hug, and when I eventually let go, she kept touching my face and smiling ear to ear. I'd like to know if I have a past connection to this little girl. That's beautiful, Terry.
Yeah, it's a yes.
It's so beautiful. Oh yeah, 100% yes. That's
All
so.
right, let's see.
So
Uh,
Jen, how are you going to set up those cards? Is it a 3-card spread or what?
Yeah, I'm gonna start with that, and if they want to add to it, then
going,
Because look what I'm doing.
right. Okay. I'm
very
feeling
good.
water, a pool, or lake, or something with water. Um, uh, willow trees, like hanging down. That might be along a river or lake. Um,
Would you say
sunshine.
Japan?
Well, there could be. There's trees like that in Japan. I can't see people. I'm seeing an environment.
First one, it just popped out. Ace of Swords.
Okay, there is a scent of a flower. It's not super sweet, but it's very. It, well, it's almost fruity, if you will. Feels
Yeah,
like it's white. Feels like it's white. The petals, whether it's a tree or a plant. So,
Well,
go from
I'll
there.
show you. Do you want to
Yeah.
do yours now? Yeah, you go ahead.
Oh my God! Now my heart's pitter pattering.
Don't worry about it.
All right. So the first card that just fell out of my deck was the Ace of Swords. So yes, but I'm trying to figure this out because I have a feeling that they were like imprisoned together or something. However, they've been together for multiple generations, multiple times.
Yep.
But I'm going to say in this lifetime, they got the 10 of Pentacles, happiness and joy.
Beautiful. Yes, multiple lifetimes, not just one. There's your 7 of Cups. It's multiple times over. They're
Mhm.
picking up on the one. Well, actually, they're picking up on 2.
Yeah, I
And
was only picking up
the
on one.
current
It was
life.
all at the same time. Yeah.
In one lifetime, you were siblings. See the gift giving. There's your flowers. Yeah, there's siblings. So I get sisters, but another lifetime you work together. There's your worker bee. So you just co-workers. In this time, even though she's only 2, she is a part of the collective. She is a little star seed, and she sees your light and your vibration. So yeah,
And
multiple.
there was so much love and feeling when she touched her face.
Oh, yeah.
That was one of the things that really got to her. That
Yep.
touch. It was familiar. It was comfortable. Yeah, it was.
I
So,
just think it's beautiful that people, the more you connect with the divine, we just glow with the divine
Yeah.
light, and our frequency is beautiful. And most likely it will be little children first that will recognize it. But I know spiritual people in the collective I've never met before. You just know. It's like when you look at somebody, you just know.
Yeah.
It's
oh
beautiful.
my gosh, it's amazing because just yesterday I went to a meditation class, group meditation, and this person was there, and I go, "Have I met you before?" And she's like, "No." And I said, "But you look so familiar." And she said, "You look so familiar too, but we've never met."
And
Yeah.
you guys also got very similar outcomes. That's another thing
Yeah.
worth noting. I mean, I know you say that in the classes, but if no one's in the class, you guys were very similar regardless. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And the readings aren't going to be identical. We're not going to pull the exact same cards, but they tell the same similar story. Multiple lifetimes
Right
together.
back.
And
So when I pulled that devil card, was that meaning that they were part? It was at a different timeline that I got as opposed to you, Jen?
Okay, this one stop for a second. I don't know why.
yeah, because that 7 of Cups is telling me multiples. So Spirit gave you one, and they gave me the current one plus 2 more.
Okay.
So it's just, yeah. So they're just trying to focus. That's how important their relationship is. She
It
just
goes
knew.
fast.
This little baby knew. She just knew. So
Yep.
yeah, multiple times. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Now,
This is
Sister
for you,
Renee
Terry.
texted. Yeah. All right. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Renee texted me. I'm going to have to hold this up so you guys can see it. She says to Jen, Nadia, and Jay, this is my husband's favorite rock he found, and he put it by our front door on our porch. Question: does this rock have a name, or who
Ooh.
is he? And also, he's. She says hello to everyone. I'm going to try to hold this up. I tried to send it to myself so I could.
Is there a
Is there-
face on that?
Yep. Looks like
To
it
me,
does.
it looked like a dragon.
Well, I heard I'm a she. I'm not sure, but I'm checking the energy of it.
I'm feeling dog, wagging tail. There's a connection. Something's looking my face. Maybe it's not a dog, but it feels like a dog.
Okay, let me
I
see
know
if
that
I can
sounds
pull
odd
this up.
because it's a rock, but it is this a reminder for him of something or of
No, there's definitely
energy? Yeah,
energy.
there's an energy of it. Yeah. Sorry
So,
about that. The wife needed my nose. She was like, "Smell this onion."
oh, I
Okay.
thought she was pregnant. I thought
No.
that's what she. Yep.
Oh boy.
Nope.
Please, no,
Oh
no
boy.
miracles. No miracles.
Yeah, no. I think it's definitely a gnome, but it is definitely a gnome, and yeah, it could be one of those
I
very.
still feel this. It's a wag. It's like little.
I don't know if gnomes have tails, but very happy.
Uh,
But I heard it was a she, so I'm not sure.
I don't think you're.
Mm.
You know, there's actually two timelines on this rock. Believe it or not, there's two.
There's a
Two.
possibility. Yeah. Oh, they're
There's two.
going in and out.
There's two
They're
in the
going
ship.
in. They're doing back and forth. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, I sent it to you guys so you could get a closer
Okay.
look.
Messenger or text?
Messenger on the collective.
Okay.
Let's see.
I don't have anything.
Did it not go through?
All I got is Sam Elliott.
That's what I
Baby
got.
girl. So-
Boy, our conversations. I would have
And
gone through yet.
I think I want to ask, when is the last time Dennis's upper lip saw the light of day? I'm just curious. Okay. Oh, here it is.
It's
I
very
love-
white.
Okay, I see it.
Yeah. This rock really loves being there.
I know.
It's happy. And
So happy. Vibrations are good.
yeah, like I said, I don't know why I keep seeing this wagging tail.
Oh, it's just very happy. It's so happy.
Well,
Can't
because
contain
I kept picking up dragon, but extreme, but playful,
Yeah.
like a doggy. Like it's a big old dragon, but
Could this-
playful and.
in the other timeline, could this be a rabbit? Could this be a rabbit? Like just something out of nature he cares for, not necessarily a pet, but treats it like a pet.
treats it like a pet, but
Yeah,
Could be.
it's wild, but it's. It
Renee
feels-
says she has 3 dogs, so I wonder if they're interacting with the energy is reacting with the dog's energy as
I'll let
well.
them dogs be on that. Okay.
Yeah.
Renee, you have a little competition. She's the one that hides your stuff.
Yeah. What are you getting, Jen?
I can't wait to hear this one.
Oh my gosh, this is gnome energy of taking crap.
She's like, you got competition.
This should get your attention with judgment. This entity is trying to get your attention. It takes stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That absolutely takes stuff. Wow.
Wait. Hold on.
Now it's good energy and has been with your husband's energy for generations. It's just in a different form this time.
Does she find sticks, not twigs, but like almost like weeds and stuff around the rock, like it blows up onto the
Like
porch?
debris.
Yeah.
Mm.
And see, I'm not feeling the gnome. I'm still on the animal. I mean, I think you're right. There's two
It's
timelines, but
jumping in there.
I'm stuck on this one.
But I like Terry's response to dogs like to pee on it. That's
Well,
probably why it's so yellow.
she said he even puts little rocks underneath it to hold it up, like it's special. But no, the dogs do not pee on it. So, wow.
That
Okay.
is such a cool. That is such a cool rock. We got to give it a name.
Did he name it?
Yeah, that's what we need to say.
Oh yeah. Did your husband name it?
Without even telling her, did he name it?
There's pine needles all around it, but she said her
Okay.
husband put them there. But no, he has not named it.
Okay.
So
Well, they're telling him. They're telling him. She's telling him to put it there. That's
There's a
the
pet.
funny
Yeah,
thing.
he has a pet name in his head. He just doesn't refer to as the Rock.
I think I would agree with that. I think he probably just doesn't want to admit it. I think he's naming this thing. Yeah.
Should I say the word I hear? The name I hear?
Go ahead.
I don't know, Renee, how he sounds, but I keep hearing darling. Darling?
Darling. Wow.
Yeah,
Like it's a little pet. It's a pet cute name. Okay.
Yeah.
It feels cute. Yeah.
She said he found it in the forest.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. All right.
Enjoy your gnome, Renee.
Yeah, I would just simply ask your husband, do you want to name it? Just do a playful thing. Do you want to name it and see what he says?
But I would sit next to it and have a heart to heart on her not misplacing so you don't get blamed.
Exactly. Come to an understanding. I'm not going to be blamed for things disappearing.
Exactly.
Beautiful. All right. I got you, DHP. Thanks for the text. I got you the spelling. Okay. The grammar police aren't here today. It's all right, darling. Okay.
You're not getting a ticket today.
No, it's okay. All right. Okay.
It was cool. That was cool. There really is a good energy on that rock.
Yeah, it was.
Very playful. Very happy. I'm drinking water. Forgot to get my cup of coffee.
What is wrong with you today?
I don't even know you. Who are you?
Gosh.
Should I put a little coloring in there to make it look like coffee? Yeah.
King leaves town and you go anti-coffee straight water? What is wrong? What is happening?
Is this a walk-in? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, so if I start having symptoms, don't blame me.
Back now, you're snooter. You're just drinking water. Okay.
Yeah, Schneider came into me. Yes.
All right, let's jump into these over here.
Yeah, excuse the loud drinking.
Yeah, honestly, I'm still feeling that hand on Terry's face. That was so beautiful.
I know. I can't get over the eyes that I'm seeing, like that eye connection. Just like, where have you been?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Is that awesome?
That's beautiful. Okay, Roy. He's told me that my last past life was a soldier in the First World War. Can you tell me any more about him?
No, but I see horses. Something to do with a horse. Not. I don't know if it's cavalry or moving them, but there's some feeling for them.
I wonder if he was a runner, a courier to send messages to.
And just horses popped into my head, plural.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were horses.
Well, they're actually. I don't know if you saw that movie War Horse. They wanted to slaughter them all after the First World War. Many countries did that.
That's what I was seeing. I was seeing First World War.
Instead of moving them, they're going to slaughter them. They could have gave them to the people in the farms all around them. It was terrible.
I didn't care. Well, I mean, we are evolving, so that's one of the things that.
I don't know. That's what I got, like horses.
I'm getting like you said, World War I.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Or
Um,
could he have been? I don't know. Almost feels like he was a farmer and went into the war. If that makes sense too. But yet I still see the horses.
well, I'm wondering if he was a scout. But he, this is what happened. So during the war, you maneuvered yourself under a cloak of the dead of night. I
You're
mean,
right.
you were really secretive about this.
There's a leather satchel too. He hides leather satchel. He hides.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it hides it. He hides it under his coat.
I pulled the Knight of Cups very carefully. It's because he treads very lightly, like a light
This
foot. So I
says
keep
the
thinking that
information.
this is very secretive.
Yeah, very important.
Oh, Seven of Swords. Would he sneak into the enemy's camp to get information? So a spy? Interesting.
To steal or to leave information?
No. That's a thief card to take it from the enemy.
Yeah, there's a transport about it, but I can see that. But it feels transporting like this is important. Like I said, this is under his jacket or under his shirt, this satchel of some sort.
Yeah, like a secret hiding place kind of thing.
Yep.
Wow. Okay. Well, Roy, I hope that resonates with you. That's powerful.
Mhm.
All right. Let's get to our DHP questions here. All right.
I don't know.
You have a message for me besides a damn nod. Same with Elijah. You don't want the nod?
I'm right here. Come on. I'll do it.
That's how my dad and I communicated a lot of time. It was like nods and grunts, you know. You knew though, it was an easy translation.
So you said, when I grow up, I want to be just like him.
Exactly. But I speak nod and I speak grunt.
Is it Fanuel?
Fanuel, yes.
Fanuel.
So one of the few angels mentioned in the Bible. He's mentioned only once.
That was a strong download, but I can't figure out what it was. So huge.
Although I can tell you this much, Elijah's putting his arms down, so he's getting comfortable. He's like a stern energy for me. He's all about purpose, Elijah. He's like
Serious.
If you call him in, he's like, "What you calling me here for?" I'm like, I'm here to do. This isn't my job. Not so much that, but like
Yeah, I mean, it was just.
He's like, "Are we good?" And he's gone. Where Mike was very efficient. There's. He's very purposeful.
Now, it's a great message, DHP. Very happy with you. Now, you have the Sun card first, which is beautiful, divine energy. So looking down on you, this is all how he sees and what you're doing right now. He's all the time coming in to see you.
Yep.
Always like in and out, in and out, in and out.
Okay.
The message is be the King of Wands, be determined and get out there with that. You are determined to, especially with the map and all the things that you're learning, the things beyond the veil. There's your high priestess. Keep studying that spirituality stuff because Fanuel is with you.
Can you confirm a hand on the shoulder on occasion? Feels like the hand and like he's sitting, the hands on the shoulder, and he looks. But it's very purposefully done. Does that make sense? It's not just like he's looking over his shoulder. He's actually touching him. Comfort, familiarity.
I'm getting I know not a pat on the head, but like
no, it's like
straight, like lightning down to the crown.
Well, it feels to me it's very comforting.
It is, but he's like giving him like droplets, like you're not listening.
Agreed.
Oh, there it is, right there.
It's
There's
the
the lightning.
Tower card. Yeah. Because he oversees you. There's your 3 of Wands. He's looking into the future. When you need it,
Hey, you could stop.
this is some of the downloads you get. It strikes like lightning.
Mhm.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's not a negative thing. It's not
No.
to hurt him or anything. It's just to
No.
give him some energy and confidence. Yeah. Absolutely. Okay. Here we go.
Take a sip of my water.
It's going to take some work, but I got that we can learn the darky symbols, change the energy from dark to light. We can destroy them that way from within. Correcto mundo?
Yeah.
Do you have good intention?
Yeah, just kind of like the Aleister Crowley cards or the cards. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. That was rough for me to admit that, because I swore I'd never buy them, and then all of a sudden I went, "Yes, you will." So Nadia and I got together and decided, okay, let's do it.
So, but we kept Jen's integrity. She swore she would never buy it, so I did it for you.
So Nadia got it and she
I
sent it.
got
to
it.
me. That way I can say I did not buy this.
Yes, exactly. But okay, I get that, but there's a warning. There's a warning. You really need to understand the light to dark before you go to the dark to light. And I don't know what that means, but that's what I got.
Yeah. See, that's like, okay, for us, darkness, we use our fears, our tools against us. Like, okay, here's my rods. They could use those against me. I know I don't need those. It's one of those things where, just like the cards, a neutral spirit can come in. You can sense the energy. But yeah, that this is how they deceive us. But I agree. I think he's strong enough to understand the energy coming in and what's good and what's bad.
But it's not just that. It's not just that way. It's almost like, for example, I'll just do this example. We understand what the swastika of the love is, and how they inverted it. So now we will now reinvert it. So if we didn't know what it was, we had to know what it is in the good in order to switch it. So
the
I think
original root of the divine, I think, is what they're saying you should look for first.
Yeah.
That's of the divine, and then go look to see how the deep state made it bad.
Yeah. Is there this odd? Is there? I don't know. They're showing me seeds. Is there something with a seed that is? I don't know.
yeah.
Seeds are. It's ground. It's ground. It's a seed. It's
the seed of life.
Oh no, this feels more like it's spread in front of him. This powder, although it is life, but that's what's protecting him. Life,
like manna.
Ground up. I don't know. What does that mean? Maybe it means something to him. I don't know. To me, sorry.
What I got was the seed. Okay, so the seed of life, the way the sacred geometry works, from that seed of life turns into the Metatron cube, turns into the Kabbalah tree of life. So start off little and find out. Start off from a monad. The monad. Start from a monad.
I thought you said ammonia. I was like, what?
No. Start from a monad and see how it divides. It goes into the tree of life. It goes into
Jen's going to get something in between us, I think.
Yeah. And I'd like to make a comment. Karen, not everybody needs to buy those cards. We are instructed to, so we are going to. It is a very powerful card. So there has to be a lot of special cleansing in order for us to open it up. So please, if you guys are not understanding how to handle it, don't purchase it.
Yeah, and seeds. One of the smallest seeds is a mustard seed. It's
Mustard
a very
seed.
that's you could find reference that in the Bible. It's actually a good parable. If you're not familiar with it, it's worth a look up. I mean, it's there to make you think.
Have the faith of a mustard seed can move mountains.
Yes.
So on the seed thing, DHP, it does have to do with the tree of life. The lover's
something
card
else.
represents the Garden of Eden,
He's on.
but they're telling me to contact Archangel Raphael.
Mm.
That Raphael could guide you through the seed thing.
Mm. Yeah, it's
The Empress
it's
is
almost like
very
his work
much
is on
Mama
it.
Gaia.
Yeah, his work is on the seeds. The seeds are protecting him. Life's protecting him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's bizarre, but it's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, with that Empress card coming in, that's a huge Mother Gaia card. So it's
Mhm.
Yeah,
reproductive.
I agree with what you said about those cards too. Yes, very much so.
Yeah, it's okay. That's a huge download. All right. DHP. Is the sun we see today originally created with powerful dark tech to control our energies in the ancient times so they could limit our powers? This was done by sun worshiping, correct? Now, I do know that the deep state has changed a lot. Don't look at the sun during an eclipse.
Yeah.
And actually, it has healing properties and intuitive properties. Now, I'm not saying burn your retinas out,
Right.
but glancing at an eclipse, I don't think it would hurt you.
Yeah, I'm
But
gonna
I've
hop on the moon when you're done on that.
okay.
But I know the dark wasn't it the darkies did change the sun, but the original sun is now back, or
As
it
far as
covered.
I understand, because look at the color of it, it's like white.
Yeah. Also, like with the moon in this, there's a balance. Okay. The moon, here's an interesting thing. Like ancient Sumerian and Aramaic language, the moon was at one point called sin. You know, we're born unto sin. We're born under sin or into sin. That's another reference that has something to do with this sun energy he's talking about. But again, if you look at that from a scriptural standpoint, you know, there's truth in an earthly essence and in a spiritual essence and in a book form. So the robbing Peter to pay Paul, it seems like to cover something, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Using others.
Well,
It's hiding. Yeah, it's hiding.
So the sun card does come in here, and there's lots of secrets that we don't know about sun energy and what it can do. But it is good to know that for the manipulation that they did do, it has changed. And guess who changed it? We did by our frequency.
Yeah.
yes, we did. That's what I love the sun. It's not fake. I really feel the energy from
The
it.
real one is back, but originally, yeah, they had a lot of secrets of adjusting the powers, what it does to our energy and frequencies to keep us down. But it's been corrected, is what they're telling me in the cards.
There's actually a correlation between the sun and the seeds for him too.
Okay.
I want to ask DHP a question though. In Spanish,
really?
does sin mean nothing? Because I think sin in Spanish means nothing.
Oh, big head's at it again. Okay.
That was a little one.
Oh
Snipe.
no.
A little big head.
Yeah, a
Okay.
little bit.
Yes, it does. So we are born of nothing. So I think that's what we were born of. Sin means nothing. So
Wow. Rock, did you have a question about the moon?
No, I just made that little statement. Yeah, that's
Okay.
all. Yeah.
All right.
Um,
Oh.
All right.
yeah, we
version-
look at the moon and the sun as two entities, brother, sister, whoever you want to call it,
Yeah.
but it literally is. They are one. We
Father,
see-
mother, that's the
yeah,
way
they're-
natives
they're
look
one.
at it.
Yeah, there's a marriage of them that's one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, Rock needs to
You
spit.
might wanna
Is there a
watch your question.
version?
How many time-wise, question-wise?
I have 11.
I saw a couple more in there that
Oh, I probably should go
like
get
Karen
those.
just put one in at 10:52. Terry put, I don't know, what is the, oh, sorry, that was a joke. I thought I saw another one. I'm
We
sorry.
love the jokes. All right, 17's got one.
Yeah, I didn't know what your time is. It's
The
1:55.
baby. Juice. It's a baby.
Oh, hey, baby. I didn't see you. Let me put my little hello. I must have been focusing.
Oh, could I have a shock face from Dennis again? I just need a little.
Ooh.
Because of focusing,
Yes, it's good. Thank you.
I should send one out for each of you guys.
All right, guys, we've got 16 questions. Yeah, let's go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and halt the questions,
We're gonna have
guys.
to stop on it. Yeah.
All right. Okay, DHP. We'll get to it. We'll say it. I promise. So we can see Rock spit. Is there a version of the Book of Thoth, like the Bible, that's hidden? If so, would Spirit allow me to get my hands on it like they showed me the whale map? Okay.
You can actually get your hands on it, yes.
Yeah,
And you
yeah.
need to.
Yeah. It actually, this is like step before the map's finished. It'll come.
Billy Carson is very.
Billy Carson. Find Billy Carson's book.
Jen, come on.
I know. Find Billy Carson's book because that is the one you should really read.
Well, Billy Carson, if you go on YouTube, he will direct you to a website that has the tablet in it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
Absolutely.
I had mentioned, I guess we did a previous show one time, that the Thoth tablet can be read this way. You turn it, be read again. You turn it. It's like a combination on top of that, which is
And
like
if you
this map. Yeah.
flip it will be green on this side, like a Rubik's Cube.
But there's actually a 3D read. It's on a 2D paper. It's just like there's map.
Just
map,
like
there's
the
a
map,
3D.
you can turn it in different directions
Right.
and see
There's
something
a
different.
if we could look at this from a 3D perspective, everything's a lot clearer. There's something to do with those
Right.
tabs. Yeah.
The answer is yes.
I got to tell you, I don't think they're from Thoth. I think Thoth stole them. That prick. I really do. I think he stole them. I do.
I know.
Give me
I
yes or
know.
no.
I don't. I think, like we mentioned before, many teachers came incarnated, and he was multiple at one time. So it could have been.
We did talk
Prick.
about
He
that.
stole them. He's a prick.
Jen, can we pull cards if Jay was Todd?
I just want to answer.
I'm telling you, I think he stole those. I really do. I think they're not of him. He stole them.
Okay,
Give me a
DP,
yes or
I
no.
pulled a 3-card spread of yes, you should get it. All 3 are major arcana cards. You have the Emperor, yes.
Yep.
Hidden influences behind that book. The Hangman, this will help enlighten your journey.
Yep.
And Justice to help balance out some of those questions you already have.
And that's
It will help.
he's a little more on the
Schneider.
galactic thing. I mean, I think there's something. Just like the Bible parable, look at it as from a push maybe the galactic his because that's where Billy Carlson goes, but there's also very faithful and spiritual things within that as well. He covers that, but yeah, he's kind of one-sided on the ancient alien type information. I think there's always truths based on those things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If Billy's not your cup of tea, so to speak, but he does have things on his website and things that can direct you. And there's actually versions of the Book of Thoth that you can do audiobook, and it's free on YouTube because I've listened to it and it is amazing.
Yeah.
All right.
And just like our interpretations of the Bible, the words, certain words are going to mean something different. The translation is slightly off. Like like I said about that thing I posted, flesh can mean material. When they give me an example. Abba. Let's take Abba.
Yeah.
Abba itself is Aramaic, and or even you could look at Ab or Av in Jewish. But anyway, Abba is not actually in the Quran. It is not, but there's references to father. There's 2 different words for those, and they're slightly off the translation. So think about that when there's a particular word in the sentence that's there. What does it mean to you in most cases? Or you may have to just go and look something.
Well, when we were studying the Lord's Prayer, and instead of Abba, it says Abwoon, which is father, mother, because womb, father and womb. So, yeah, and spirits because of that reason,
Right.
and that you could have a combination of words together.
And those
Spirit
early
is
forms.
yelling in my ear, please go slow when you're studying that. Go
Yeah.
slow because you will miss key things.
Right. And those early forms, like how you pronounce it, woo, it could be pronounced a woo,
Yeah.
way. The
So
vowel is implied, and it changes the meaning in the text. And we
Yeah.
still are trying to figure out the vowel and the correct translation. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, well, since you brought that up, I believe it was on Wednesday's show. DHP mentioned, I think it was Zane and Zin, but if you took it out, the vowels, it would be ZN, which is tin, correct? Zinc.
Zinc
Is
or
there an importance of zinc? I know it
you
was on the live
mean
chat,
like
but
the metal itself?
metal, yeah, is something important, like silver and
Yeah. Well,
gold.
zinc is technically the
Almost.
tin, if you will. Tin.
Tin, yeah, yeah.
Tin was very precious, and at one point it was actually a very sacred metal, if you will. Just like like gold will remain, silver will dissolve, will eventually go away. Tin is the same thing. I think there's something to do with tin, yes, but it has to be raw, not how it's processed. It has to be raw.
Okay.
That was something that drew my eye, and I said, but if you take away the vowels, it's ZN, and zinc has
Yeah.
something to do with it.
Right. And don't forget, a lot of times when these ancient processors were doing them, they were doing chants, they were doing everything, because there was a reverence of what they were doing and a purpose of what they were doing, just like making an ancient sword, making plow for the field. They were giving it energy, they were giving it prosperity, they were giving it, energy to serve, so there's definitely a lot to that. That's rabbit holes and rabbit holes there, honestly.
Yup.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I was listening to an Aleister Crowley video for research purposes where he was speaking in code. Was he speaking of chakras, but very few understood the message because it was coded? I got a huge yes on that.
Yeah, I can yes right away on that. Yep.
Mhm. It's very important, chakras, yes.
They can't have you aligned.
Oh, yeah. If you're off.
Right.
See, they already understand the energy and what chakras are. Chakras are energy centers. And if they can lose your energy, or even in the basic or the navel chakra of security, how are you going to find enlightenment if you're strictly under survival?
Yeah, DHP. This is Aleister Crowley's position as an emperor, meaning great leader, knows. I mean, he is just above everybody. He's above the kings and everything. But here's how he talks to people. Little pages, they can't handle that kind of information. Pages are seeking this information, but he speaks in a way that makes him very difficult to absorb the intelligence. They can't. He makes, yeah, thanks. They said the bottom card is his intention, and that's the moon, to make them confused.
Yeah. Can I get a yes or no on this, Jen?
Okay.
Okay. Aleister Crowley understood chakras and everything like that. In certain purposes, we know darkness feeds off energy. And in some cases, when we separate those things to heal, that is one thing that we can do. But see, when they separated them, it almost feels like it's a buffet to them. They can tap whichever energy they want to taste or that they need. Can you give me a yes or no on that? Naughty, I want you silent. Silent. 0. I don't want any attention. Thank you. I need a yes or no on that, because you know how we can use certain things and they can use them against us and vice versa. And I know Naughty's the healer. Like I said, she's worked on me. But that's when in certain instances, they teach us this with this chakras, how to heal ourselves. But yet for some dark entities, I think that's a buffet.
Yeah. It
if we
is.
don't bring it back
So
and
the
put it
Ace
out.
of Wands, yes, this gives them, this is individual celebration and euphoric
No,
happiness. This is,
yeah,
it absolutely is a high for them. They can do that. They have the ability to, they know how to do it.
Okay,
Now,
don't mess that up, Jen, because I want you to ask another set of questions above that.
okay,
Tell me when you're ready.
go ahead.
No, I'm
If
not leaving
you-
the tent. I have to pee.
Okay.
Go ahead. No, it's okay. I know you're running away from chakras. No. If you understand, no, I'm kidding. If you understand your sovereignty,
Uh-huh.
your purpose, is there still a buffet? If you hold your own energy, know who you are, sovereignty, will there still be a buffet of energy that they can eat?
Nope. Deep state's left out in the cold.
That's
They
what I
can't
want you
touch
guys.
you.
Exactly. That's what I want you guys to know. That's why he had me be quiet, because if you know who you are of the divine sovereign being,
Yeah.
and your chakras start clearing up until you hit in Christ consciousness, they
Mhm.
can't touch you.
Yeah. If you're enlightened, they can't touch you at all. This is the hangman's about being enlightened. Now, it also tells me that if you're stuck and in limbo and hasn't figured out all this, you kind of are a target.
Mhm.
And then if you're on the fence and you have 1 foot in and 1 foot out, you're also a target too,
You're
because you
also a
still don't have complete sovereignty. You're just, maybe.
Yeah, I kind of get it, but I'm not sure
Yeah.
about it.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Roy has the next one. Oh, sister's in the hospital. Will she be okay?
Did she go back in, Roy?
Sorry. Wow.
Is it the same sister? Trying to see if this is the same sister. Okay. Well, will she be okay? Another sister. Okay. Okay.
Sister.
Well,
Okay.
we're wishing best wishes for her, best outcome.
Is this for Marcy?
No, this is Roy.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Oh, I didn't see that. I apologize.
I get a yes. I get a yes.
On it.
Thank you. Okay. I had a Roy card in here, and he loves this card. It's your 2 of Swords. So now I'm going to interpret this the way I would, and then you decide, because this is the card
That's
that
the Roy card.
For a little while it could go which way could it go. It's a little iffy, but her illness and what's wrong with her will reverse. There's your Wheel of Fortune. It will reverse, and she'll be free of what's going on. There's your 9 of Pentacles.
Is there tears around this for some reason? Is there tears around this?
Tears?
Yeah, I don't know. Tears. They're not joyful. I don't know. It's sad. I don't know. I'm just saying, if that's what I thought, don't.
Is there a communication
I
problem?
pulled the next card. That's the 3 of Swords, and that's about tears.
Okay. Yeah.
Is it because they're not talking to each other, or communication, or something closed?
My screen froze. What is going on?
The Death card comes in. That's not a physical death. It just means maybe something has changed in the relationship or with the family. Something, and it could be a death to the relationship itself. Something has drastically changed.
Yeah, that's all I felt was tears. Like I said, I couldn't get anything on it, but I felt that. What is going on? Excuse me. Okay, something's going on. You know.
Okay, I'll send.
Me and electronics.
Yeah, I'm going.
Okay. All right, DHP. Does the equator line play a huge role we are overlooking? Maybe everything on that line is connected to, say, revelations in some way down and above earth and celestial.
Yeah. Showing me the sun and moon. The sun, when the sun rotates, it takes a different route when it comes to the winter. then it goes back and comes to the inside. But yes, I think the equator is. Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
I'm getting okay, so I know this is going to sound funny from me, but
Maybe
if I look at it in a flat line,
revelations.
a flat line map,
Mhm.
Are you seeing a timeline? It may be because I think this is actually a calendar also.
yeah, it is. But
But
I'm looking at okay, so the equator actually goes across it, not around it. Like
well,
you know how around
that's
it's
true.
north. So there's something going this way instead
Right.
of this way.
We perceive the equator as southern. Let's look at this map. The equator is between the east and west on that map.
Yes.
Different than what he's talking about, but I'm just saying the equator is the balance between east and west. We know north is up and down in a small area. Everything is south, but east and west is separated by an equator on this map here.
So then I get a yes because it's connection between Earth and celestial.
Yeah. Okay, the tears are gone. I hope that's all right. Hope she's okay, Roy. Sorry.
You just need to talk to her. I think there's a communication thing that one wants to say something. If we're going back to that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's more to it, DHP. The equator, because I get that there's energy from Gaia. There's your Empress card. This is energy. They keep showing me the victory card. And if you're asking this because it's something's gotten your attention, that around that area you should really focus on it. There are many, many factors about the equator that we're not seeing.
I think that's the equator. And we talked about this. We have the zodiac up here, and we talked about there being a zodiac below the earth. I think that's maybe where that zodiac is rooted in is what we feel as the equator is. Maybe that's the timeline that's not so much round, it's linear.
They keep showing me a mirror, like everything above
Yes.
is low.
Yes. Top bottom.
Top bottom. That's I'm getting like you said, the mirror. Before you said that, I was going to say it's funny how what is it that they say? Our toilet goes clockwise while the southern hemisphere goes counterclockwise.
Yeah.
So it's basically like a mirror.
Right.
Interesting. They said pull the two bottom cards. Okay. Shock face from Dennis. Here you get to see my bottom.
Here it goes.
Here we go. Yeah. It is a mirror. It really is. But we need, as we look at the equator down here on Gaia, we need to look up. There's your star card.
I'm going to throw you, you're right, but I'm going to throw you a curve here. It is a mirror, but if we look at that hourglass on top, invert the hourglass, I think maybe somehow there's a reflection.
Yeah.
It may not be direct mirror, but it is a mirror.
Yeah.
It's twisted by the curvature of this hourglass of some sort.
Yeah.
That makes sense. He'll know what
it's
that
like
means.
when you get ready to take your transparent celestial map and lay it over top of your map.
One goes this way, one goes this way.
Yeah, it's like turning or that's what they're showing me.
Yeah, it's like they're going the opposite direction.
Right. We're 2D mapping, but yet we needed to understand a 3D.
Right.
Yeah, I agree. Yins are both right. Yes. Yeah, I agree.
Okay. Here we go.
Oh, I like that. Let me tell you what Dragonfly 17 said. She gets a cities mirroring the star maps interstellar.
Yeah, I've heard this. I want to say she's right on that.
Yeah, but I'm wondering if the cities. Oh, okay. Thank you. Tartarian cities, not the cities that we have now.
Not current cities.
Not current city, but Tartarian.
There may be a few. I mean, like for instance,
they're putting it on top of it.
Yeah, there's still star forts left on this Earth, and they can't even decide how they built those. So she's onto something. I think there's maybe something covered up, buried over. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree with you too. At the same time, no, on these certain buildings, but I think it's what's underneath.
Yes, what they covered up.
Yeah. Okay. HP. For many people, not all, but many people confuse having an encounter with Father Creator with their own light. When they have an NDE and do darkies take advantage of this some way. That is a very individual thing.
Yeah,
I'm not saying it
it's
can't
basically-
happen.
Not all, but many people confuse having an
Yeah,
encounter
I'm.
with
I
their
got
own
Yeshua coming in on this. Yes, individual entirely. Every
Yes.
person's different, and the darkies take advantage of it only if it's this guy's will.
Okay.
There is a judgment, yes, to bring them back to God, if you will. So yes,
Okay.
I agree.
What I'm seeing is the way the darkies take advantage of it is the way you're programmed. So if you feel you've sinned or heaven and earth or purgatory, that's what you see in your NDE.
Yeah, I agree with. I can see what you're saying. I agree with Jen.
It's
Also,
your perspective of what you see. So
Right.
if I believe in the purgatory, I'm not going to see our creator.
Right.
I'm going to see the purgatory.
Possibly, yeah. Okay, just like everyone's journey is different, and
Mhm.
everyone has to go through their own journey. They can't sit back and listen. They have to do the work and be in charge of their journey. They have to keep walking. They have
Right.
to keep going. I agree, but
Right.
there's something related to this near-death experience.
That's
Yeah, I agree.
Now I'm
With
going to explain to Karen. NDE is near-death experience.
you.
Yeah. So when it comes to the darkies, now the deep state flies out automatically. Now that it's also about faith, it really has to do with what
Right.
your faith is personally to you.
Mhm.
The darkies do take advantage of it. And the tower card is if you haven't learned lessons and it's very destructive, you have to live a life of destruction.
Mhm.
This is the judgment thing, the fear
Right.
of going before the creator and
Exactly.
absolutely having to be ripped to shreds. And it causes anxiety for people.
Yep.
Instead of going to a loving creator, when they get there, it's, oh gosh, and they're cowering.
Yeah.
I've done this 3 times, and every time I did it, I had no fear. I didn't think I did anything wrong. I wasn't judged. There was no right or wrong. You're your worst judge.
Right.
Yes.
And
You
that's
judge yourself.
what we're afraid of. They're afraid of judgment, not God.
Yeah.
Not they're afraid of the actual judgment.
I absolutely was my own separate light. Yeshua was a light. Father
Yeah.
was a light. But we did blend together because I got to sit on Creator's lap and our light and energy just flows within each other.
Yeah.
That's
There's,
awesome.
We are a part of Creator.
yeah.
But yes, to the darkies taking advantage, they do because they cause stress and anxiety about judgment. You're a sinner, you're going to hell, that kind of stuff. That is what they take advantage of.
Exactly. So if I feel I'm a sinner, I'm going to see in my NDE I'm in hell. Then I wake up and I'm in Chicago. No, I'm kidding.
Right. But that may bring you back to Creator. That's
Yeah, I think
bad
once you find the
experience.
truth, yeah, you turn around and you look up and you say, "Oh, that's where I'm supposed to be, not here."
Yeah, most people that have those terrible NDEs don't go back to doing what they were doing in most cases.
No, it's life changing. It really is.
Yeah, that's a wake up
Oh,
call.
I wanted to mention something. Okay. The story of two men are in the field, one is taken. Two women are at the mill, one is taken. Okay.
As in the days of Noah.
Right, as in the days of Noah. It's a 1-for-1. Okay, now think about this. A lot of people, there's movies out there that are called Left Behind. Okay, in that context, taken, that word taken means judgment. It doesn't mean, oh, they were taken for the rapture. A lot of people get that wrong. It's about judgment. And then comes, quote, the ascension, however you look at it, pre-trib, post-trib, all that bullshit. But what I'm getting at is can you see how people, if that happened, that people would think they were left behind? Like, look what I did. I prayed. I went to church. I was a good person. Do you see how that would challenge faith? And I mean, it relates to a near-death experience. That challenges your faith. That challenges you. But most people look at it as like, oh, I'm left behind. I'm left behind.
Yeah.
And in the near-death experience, you're hung out to dry. If it's a bad one, you are just, you want to live. You want to live.
Well, Matthew chapter 24 is one of the most misinterpreted chapters of scriptures.
Mm-hmm.
And I go over it. I used to get in full-on arguments with my pastor, but I'm like, that's not what that means. That's not what that means. And he would just walk away going, you don't know what you're talking about. And I went, you sure about that?
Right.
So,
And the other thing is, don't forget too, that these are also that when it's brought up in, there's Luke, it's brought up in Matthew, but it says in many cases you can, in Jesus' way he spoke of it, it was a parable. You have to look at both sides of it at the same time. But there is, I'm not a person that goes, Jesus said this. Who the hell am I to say what Jesus said?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's where a lot of these preachers go by, like, you know,
the red letters. They don't have
speak for Jesus. Whoa, bad mojo. Just saying.
Well, I'm also thinking of the other person, like who was left behind. Do they say, "Oh no, I was the sinner"?
That's what I mean. They feel that they've been like left, like, oh my God, no, this isn't your judgment. You're okay. But when they see people go, that's when it starts challenging their faith because they don't understand.
Yeah, but does that mean the darkies were
darkness can be judgment and death. Taken can be judgment and death. Right.
No,
there.
but I'm asking about darkies taking that energy of your disappointment that you were not. So is it another feeding fest? Does the whole thing start all over again? Dark versus light?
Feeding fest, but also challenging the faith. Once you question your faith, that's the separation of the wheats and the tares. Period. That's what it is. Yeah. If you doubt your own faith, that could put you in the tares. Do you know what I mean? Even though
I think that we are constantly, the separating of wheats and tares is fluid. I think we're doing it now. I think it's going on constantly. And
now imagine, like you were talking about, if you're on the fence.
Yeah.
If you're on the fence, where are you going to go? That's like I said, it's a constant thing. I agree, Jen. We're in it where it's happening.
Yeah. Wow.
No, but
if I see you guys sitting on the fence, I'm gonna come kick you off. Okay.
You better, but throw me on the other
right side. On the right.
Please put me on the right side. Yeah, but these people sitting on the right side on the fence basically is like, I understand where you guys are coming from, but the news is saying, I'm physically seeing this. How can I trust that? You know what I mean?
Right. Well, that's just it. I mean, when you think about that whole idea is to question your faith. When that happens, that's what's going to happen. That's going to be a realization. People think, oh, the rapture. Listen, only 144,000 are going then the church or whatever bullshit. But what I'm getting at is even our own ascension. But if something like that happens, that one is taken and one is left, that's a 1-for-1. That's not just this guy's taken. The story is it's 1-for-1.
Now, my question is, when one is taken, does the other one have a recollection of that one that was taken? Or do they get that memory gone?
No, it's there. This is real. There's no more when we're at that point, this is the do or die moment. This is the, you know, like I said, it's wheats and tares for me. Can you still come back over? I think so. It depends on your faith, but you know, again, we're not talking religion. We're talking God. If you look as creator, however you want to look at it, if it's a 1-for-1, you would feel left behind. The initial person was like, all these people are dying. Why are we left? What did we not do? They would see that as, you know, a judgment almost of themselves, and it's not. And that's where the question of faith comes in. That's all it is.
Well, if all them, like you said, all those people are dying, the person who still stays behind probably also feels they are the lucky ones who stayed behind. They don't, because they don't understand there is more life after.
Yeah, I think a whole lot of people will question, especially the religious, if you will. I think, but you know, I think there's some people would just like, you know, this guy dies, this one just moves him aside and keeps doing his job. You know, it's like,
wow. I'm just thinking, I pictured a church with a counter going and 144,000. Close the door. We're good. We're good.
Close it.
We're max capacity. Okay.
Sorry, I didn't mean to get on a tangent about that.
That's all right.
But it pertains to a near-death experience, a good and bad experience out of one.
Right.
That's a hoodwink.
Okay, here's our sweet JoJo. I had a dream where I had to kill some cute little birds. Oh, wow. My second dream had a bigger kind of bird in it. Decided not to remember. What was it significant of? Intuition.
Second dream, I had bigger kinds of birds in it.
Bigger birds.
So you decided not to remember if you killed it, okay, or not? I had a dream where I killed some cute birds. I'm getting, ugh.
Yeah, I'm not pulling anything on this, unfortunately, JoJo. Sorry.
I'm hearing innocence.
I can also see JoJo rolling up her sleeves, going, "Bring me the big ones. I can get them too."
I could see her with her flamethrower.
Yeah.
Get out of my tree.
You were in the mood for some fried chicken, darling. All right. JoJo, you're fighting.
Just kidding, JoJo.
Killing some hidden emotional things. So the birds represent emotions that you have. Okay, the Ace of Cups,
Innocence.
the Strength. Now remember, you're trying to find a balance right now, and it's not like JoJo's going to go out there and start killing little birds. The birds are just a metaphoric. They resemble emotions. Okay. All right. You're trying to find a balance, and it's all has to do with emotions. With that Ace of Cups, it's about emotions. All right. You're trying to strengthen the good emotions versus the bad emotions. You want to wrap up what you're feeling in subconsciously and only hold on to the good emotions. So there's some things you're going through. So those little birdies that you were taking out were the bad emotions that you're trying to shed yourself from. Does that make sense?
Wow. So the bad emotions was disguised. Is that what that would mean? It was disguised to want to keep holding on to it?
Let's see. Yes. Secretive, hidden, and the Ace of Swords. See, the sword killed the birdies. Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on, JoJo. You need to know. Grenade. Do a grenade.
Yeah.
She's good at this.
I don't know why. Okay, that's not funny, Wings. I'm just
Sure it is.
Oh, yes, it is. I feel that energy all the way.
Excuse me.
no, because he does these things to make me laugh. You have to remember, Divine has a huge sense of humor, and it's not meant to be dark, but they just to make you laugh because they knew it would. He showed me those, those the pull system for the clay targets.
Clay pigeons, yeah.
They're showing me JoJo pulling it back, but launching birds. Like he said, like Angry Birds. You remember that little
Yep.
game?
Yeah. I love that game.
Yeah. Okay, Wings. So you done? All right.
Just don't hurt the pigs. Or are you supposed to hurt the pigs?
I don't know. I have no idea. I'd have to ask the littles. Okay. All right, DHP. You don't have to answer this question, but just in case. You told me I did have to answer them all when you bought coffees. I have to, or else. All right. Aside from deceiving peeps, are many of this is the one he said he spelled wrong.
Her name? Yeah.
Yeah, it's Leena.
Boy, you bought a lot of vowels, DHP.
Enneadana. No, it's what? Yeah.
I'll take off a bed for 200.
Can I have A, Alex?
Woo! It's an L, not an N. That's what it is. Okay. All right. Followers being tricked and taken to other realms and dimensions. Not good dimensions, by the way.
I'm no fan of hers whatsoever.
Yeah, but I should we not? Because
yeah,
it's
I say
community, and I think that's a personal discernment thing.
That's integrity, but you guys follow your heart.
Yeah. I would pass on that question, honestly, just because we don't know who other people think, and they may hold this person in high regard. Me personally, like I said, I give my opinion. I don't think we should answer the question. We shouldn't be here bashing people. I still think she does some good for her folks. But as far as her goes, it just doesn't resonate with me whatsoever. That's all.
Yeah, and you guys were doing your spiritual work. Follow your discernment.
Yep. I agree. But good question. I appreciate it. Just making people think.
All right. 17. Is my brother Dan blowing things over on my deck today? Oh, is he trying to get your attention?
Were you involved in the wind last night? We had a lot of wind.
You need to
I'm
borrow
buzzing
some
on the
rocks
right
from
hand.
Renee and weigh everything down.
Yeah, I get a yes. It was real quick, buzz, and then but I can't get anything else off of it. I get a yes.
You might need to see what was blown.
What? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. There's the strength. He's doing it in secret, but yeah, beyond the veil, he absolutely is playing with you. That's the Ace of Swords comes in. Yep. Okay, fine. He's bossy too, and he's gonna keep doing it. Wow. You have to go out there and say, "I don't think so, Dan." All right.
My brother.
I feel my brother in Rocco is my brother's spirit, a walk-in.
I feel my brother in Rocco.
I think that's what she's saying, like similarities, if you will. Is my brother's spirit a walk-in? I don't know. Since that's concerning me, I'll stay out of it.
No, I don't even know how you're in it. My brother in Rocco.
Spelling says it right there. No, I'm just kidding. I was playing the part of Dennis today for that moment.
She's trying to say that. Well, I'm not getting anything. I'm not getting anything.
Let me see. Can she clarify that a little bit?
Yeah, please. Because did the new Rocco take out the old Rocco? Rocco, do you ever know if you were walking?
I am the last of my kind.
Okay. That makes sense. Okay. All right.
Last of the Mohicans. That's me.
No, they're just in the same star family.
Okay, I see that.
So yeah, but not they're not walk-ins. They just share a lot of similarities.
Does he grunt? Did he grunt a lot?
A lot. Does he twitch like a dog with ticks? That's all.
Caroline, question: where and what is my little brother up to? Is he still in prison?
Oh my goodness. Okay. I hope he's not on the train with. No, I'm kidding.
Oh gosh, shock face, right?
Is he in home? Does he have like a ankle thing that he has to stay at home?
I'm trying to keep myself out of this because I have a son in a similar situation, but at the same respect, I'm getting a buzzing on the right hand, but it's buzzing left and right. So I don't know what that means. This is a little 3D for me, but they're trying to say something.
Yeah, so, I think he's like with that ankle at home, like a home thing, not in the prison.
I agree. This is a parole thing. I think he found faith. He got enlightened during his time in prison. Tower's about learning lessons, making big changes. Okay. He's at home, but he's limited to stay there. Two of Wands is he has to be there.
Okay.
So maybe a parole where the ankle bracelet, he's only can go so far. Does that make sense?
Is that house arrest? Is that what they call that, house arrest? Because I don't know. I know when you have the ankle.
I guess it's a form of parole.
Yeah, parole. They can parole you, and you can still be required to wear that ankle thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's you know,
Yeah. They can go to work, but they have to report and come back. They
Yeah,
monitor them.
they're just limited of where they can go and
Mhm.
yeah. Okay. Hi, Mary. Will my sister find an apartment? Okay.
Mary's sister. Mm. Specify. How do you say that, Jen? Specify
Specify.
the timeline. Like you want it what of this
Carolyn,
month? Because
Carolyn, your brother really struggles too.
Mm.
Sorry. There's I don't know. I guess the term institutionalized, it comes to mind, but at the same respect, he struggles. He doesn't fit in, if that makes sense for her.
Okay. Mary, yes, but it's going to take her a little while. Right now, because of finances, she's struggling back and forth, back and forth. She feels really stuck and chained down right now with the devil card. But it says she will get knowledge, information, intelligence about where she can get an apartment. That information is coming, and the Wheel of Fortune. So she'll reverse her situation. So yes, but she's a little stuck right now.
Mhm.
I'm asking to see. Wow. Okay, there's my realtor card. Um, she might consider contacting a realtor. I'm asking for timing because that's a realtor card for me, working with others and their professions.
Or you could send her down to Mexico, and she could identify as a illegal, and they'll
And
give
come
her all
back
kinds
in.
of stuff.
Yeah.
It's a joke. Sorry, it's a joke.
No, they had one guy walking.
Wow. Okay.
Definitely.
Oh, okay. Well, it's wrapping up. So, because they're giving me these tens, 10 of swords, feeling just down. But the 10 of cups comes in, and that's happy family life. So,
I get the 10 of cups also.
yeah. Okay. That's beautiful. Okay.
Okay, Carolyn, I saw you put in there about what he is. Like when I feel that, I usually get a in my head, and I didn't want to mention that, but since you mentioned that, I did pick up on that. Yes,
Hmm.
and when someone has some sort of mental issue, if you will, there's moments of clarity, and then but in the background, there's always that kind of sound that the TV used to make when it went off air.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I get. Yeah. So glad she mentioned that because that confirms what I felt.
Well, I'm also, I don't know if I should. There's influences in that area that's causing them to have a disconnect, like a MK Ultra kind of stuff.
Yeah.
They're messing with him.
Yeah.
He might be super intelligent and they didn't like it.
Mm. They're still downloading with Mary's sister.
Mm.
Okay. Great changes coming. They're saying great changes are coming, an ending to something to start a new beginning. Don't worry about her. She'll be okay. And that's my new home card. So 4 of Wands, that's good. But they keep showing me HUD. You know, the Housing Urban Authority that they have, that she would be offered something. That's where the realtor card comes in because that's still under that same umbrella of people helping to get homes. That's how it's going to happen. Okay. All right, 5 more, guys. 17. I have recently learned that Princess Diana's mother worked for the Queen and was her maid of honor. Her wedding was Princess Diana born a male and sacrificed.
I'm out on that. Sorry.
Could it be a different timeline?
It is true. She did work for the Queen. I do know that. Princess Diana's mother did work for the Queen.
That is so funny. That is so funny. I'm seeing like a Moses style there. Like she worked for the Queen to take care of her. That is so funny. But could it be a different timeline?
Born a male and sacrificed.
But
Oh. Ooh. No. Okay, so there's more to this story according to the cards.
Mhm.
That they couldn't. Diana was protected. She's as the high priestess.
Yeah.
Diana was protected, but did she have a twin sibling that was lost?
Oh.
shocked face, Dennis.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
my-
a
I'm
shocker.
sorry. Yeah, I was.
Weird and twist in there. Yeah.
Yes. Two major arcanas. I said, did she lose a twin? And that was sacrificed. The world and the sun. Yes, that's confirmation. And the Three of Swords. Yes.
Wow.
They didn't take her out.
Really?
They kept her. Whoa. Okay. All right. Rock's like, hurry it up. I'm dying here. Okay. Is there a
No, that's
message for my
Give them some eggs.
husband from his mother or grandmother? Okay.
Message from his mother.
Oh, and I'm going to confirm your reading on that, Jen. Last one. I got yeses to what you were reading off, by the way.
Okay.
There is a message. I want to say. Oh, I should do it right.
Hmm.
I want to see if the cards confirm it because.
Did everyone hit the like button? That's what I want to know.
Both
Haven't taken
throat punch the like button. Throat.
As King would say, caress it gently.
Oh, God. Okay. He's nicer than I am. Okay. The baby, I get both mother and grandmother coming in here. I got two queens, so they're both here.
Yep.
All right, beautiful. Yes, they send messages all the time. The only message that I have is to find more balance and reserve resources, finances, to watch them more carefully and work on balancing them out. All right, what'd you get, Nance?
I got bottom card Ace of Pentacles. But you did. I had King of Swords.
Okay.
Page of Pentacles, but the Magician card. He has a lot of options.
Mm-hmm.
He has a lot of talent that he's not really looking at it yet. Can you also say the Magician is also a doctor card?
Yes, he is my doctor card.
Dr. Strange, hello.
And that's what I was
Just
getting.
saying. That's how
I
I
was
read.
getting the download that he does need to see a doctor.
Okay. Yeah. The Magician is my doctor card. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's what I was getting.
Okay, so finances, you still got lots of options, and he needs to get some medical treatment or advice or something. Okay. All right, Jules. My hubs wants to know if he's going to get his commission percentage back or increase. The company isn't playing nice. Well, throat punch him. That's what I say. All right.
Third punch shirt.
Do I have a throw punch card here?
Hmm.
Oh my gosh, why am I feeling a 5 of card? Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh. Like I was saying, it was a walk away. Can I say, Jen, what I got?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's so funny. Well, bottom card is High Priestess. I know you usually do it at the end,
That's okay. Read
but
it however you want.
it's a lot of secrets because that's not a good company he's working at. He got the Seven of Swords, a lot of stealing.
Mm-hmm.
He is the Seven of Wands. He's trying to hold his
Stand
own.
up to them. Yep.
But at the end, he's going to have the Three of Hearts, disappointment and heartache.
Yep.
And for me, I was getting like the Five of Pentacles in my head, like walk away. So he might need to walk away.
Mm.
I don't think he can right now.
No, I don't think he can, but just don't hold high hopes on it.
Yep. That because that's what I got. Different cards, but it means the same thing. You're still going to keep fighting with them. That's that struggle and conflict going back and forth, back and forth. But no, these people are not good. They're going to hold on to all of it. He's not going to get it. Wow. They're like that. Now, that doesn't mean that you don't have the ability to manifest and change that. So that's just what Spirit's saying right now. So put the energy out there and reverse it.
Yep.
Okay. Because you've got the ability to do that. All right. Couple more. This is the baby. Is there any relief in sight for the truckers and the wages they're bringing home?
Truckers and their wages.
Not for a while.
Not during it's coming, but not yet.
Yeah, this is there's a lot of spirituality behind this prayers. So yeah, not for a while. We're praying. A lot of prayers coming through the trucking community. For spouses, especially feels.
That's the best thing to do, Jules.
Wow. It's like they're being robbed. And with the truckers, you imagine how much money they're putting in fuel alone. Right now, they're dealing with people skimming off the top. They're not getting what they should be being paid. Now, this means they have to get rid of the old system of doing things so they can start a new way of payment. But this tells me they will. There's a new contract coming for truckers. But I agree, it's going to take a little while to do. They just need to stay focused and determined. Okay. Wands are about fire. It is coming.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to look. Wow. Maybe people are going to have to get sued. There's your justice card.
You know what I'm also seeing, Jen? I'm seeing, you know what they're going to do in Texas? It's going to have people rally up and support the truckers.
Mm-hmm. That
And
they'll get some support.
they'll get support to really know how things are.
Wow. On that support, I pulled strength. It makes them stronger, just like we are as a group. We're stronger together.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Right. Okay. Last question. Karen, what angel did I see in my meditation today? He was looking into the window to the tunnel I was looking in out of the window. He spread his wings for me.
There's not an archangel energy on this, but it doesn't feel guardian, somewhere in between. Something for you to understand, believe. Maybe it's part of the straddling the fence type view, like okay, you witness something. Where are you gonna? What side of the fence you're gonna be on? But
All
yeah,
right. I pulled out my angel deck. This one flew out. Archangel Jeremiel. And it just says learn from your challenges, relax and trust.
well, yeah. Technically, he's one of the lower ones, so yeah, that makes sense. He's in between. Well, actually, he's above guardian, but he's just below the archangels. I mean, if you don't understand the hierarchy,
Yeah,
not
the
just
hierarchy is
cards, yeah.
different. Well,
Yeah.
I went to shuffle and he just came flying out, and I went, "Well, okay
That's
then."
that's a if I'm not mistaken, isn't that a emotional healing angel, if you will.
Yeah, dealing with emotions and trust and just
balancing. Yeah.
relax.
Balancing. I
Yeah.
got the justice.
Yeah,
Balance.
balancing.
It
Yeah.
came out like a really fast.
Yeah. I don't
Wow.
know these things. I'm just.
Yeah, and then the middle card, she was manifesting something to
Mhm.
come and show her.
Yeah, it was something for her. And she asked a while ago, but yes. But this feels decision-ish.
It's
Yeah, I mean, for her, even though there's a healing aspect,
Mhm.
there feels like there's a decision on this. What's that mean?
Stand your ground.
Okay.
Mhm. Yep. All right, guys, that's all we got. We've got almost a couple hours.
Okay, cool.
So it was a good show.
Yes,
We
it was.
certainly miss our king, but we know that. Well, there he is. Okay. All right.
gotta
So we'll
change it up every now and then.
You
Okay,
didn't say that you had 5 more hours in you. So
yeah, I want to take a side bet here. Will Dennis come out with y'all right away? I'm just, he's going to be surrounded by it.
I don't know,
So
but
will y'all
redneck
get
is
the
police.
vernacular?
Yeah, I actually see him shopping online on the train for that hot tub in the
You do
front
the
of the
mail
yard.
pouch, little pin. Just saying.
Okay.
Wow. Well, redneck
Yes,
is
you're Dennis.
police will be available to challenge his southern drawl. So
Yeah.
wow.
And yes, Dennis, I'm drawing, not drawl with an L.
Drawl. Drawl. Oh my
It
goodness.
was a great show. I'm happy you guys loved it.
It was good. It was good energy. I'm taking the weekend off, and I will see you Monday on my show.
You'll have a good
Tuesday
weekend,
we'll have
everyone.
miracles.
Yeah, and just yeah, there's a whole lot wrong with y'all. Yes, there is, a baby. I'm just kidding.
Where's that at?
Now, listen, I said it once when I was down in Georgia.
Mhm.
I fought it, and it came out of my mouth, and I went, oh, I can't ever do that again. It just, I lived in Atlanta for like 18 months. You can't help but not pick up the lingo.
Oh, the dialect, yeah.
I said y'all once, and I was like, it sounded like me trying to have a nice happy voice and
Try to fit in.
just
Well, it's funny
felt
because
so wrong. That's all.
I
Like
am
me not
really
swearing.
getting better at when I get to Kentucky and I go to Walmart and I have to get a buggy.
It's
Bug.
boogie.
It's a buggy. It's not a cart.
Not a cart. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going down to Walmart and get a buggy. Yump too.
Yep. Too. Eat it. Yeah.
Fitting.
Ready.
All right. Are you gonna do no oracles anymore because you got your own thing?
No,
now?
I'm doing the basic ones, but the video will be for the fancy ones. Okay.
If you don't mind, I'll bow out then.
All right, darling.
Oh, you want to do a prayer, Nadia?
Well, I mean, we can because everybody's looking for financial relief and sick people in hospitals, so we can if you want. And Jen's rule is whoever says it does it. So Jay's praying tonight.
Oh
You brought it up, brother.
my! Are y'all gonna start a fight?
Wait.
All right.
All right, here we go.
Wow. Oh God.
Okay, I gotta be serious. Here we go.
Yeah.
All right, we'll do it if it's okay, Jen. You want me to wait till after
Absolutely,
the
go ahead.
oracles or right now?
No, we'll go ahead and pray, then I'll end on oracles. Go ahead.
He must have manifested that. That's what he wrote. I love it.
I'm out.
You too, Jay. Listen, I'm channeling Jay, and I'm doing this prayer with Jay.
Oh gosh.
Okay,
Sorry,
everybody, let's take some breaths and have me slow down and not laugh during this. This is funny.
All right.
All right, you want to do it, Jen?
Oh no, you know rules.
Click.
Rocco took his toys and just left. I'm not doing it.
All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, ready?
Yep.
To our Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother, ascended masters, archangels, guardian angels, spirit guides, spirit helpers, and spirit healers. And to our collective families, shamans, as they go around helping us, guiding us. We ask that our Heavenly Father put his hands, and Mother, with compassion and mercy, put their hands on people who are struggling right now, who are struggling with finances, who are struggling with health, who are struggling with sick fur babies, that we ask for comfort. We ask for healing energy for people who have family members in the hospital, for strength, and for guidance. And we also ask for support in us getting together as a collective to know how strong we are as a group. We thank you for that, Father, to showing us who walks in here and who is part of this family, and to share the love and the energy that we do when we are all together. Thank you for that, Father. Jen, is there anything you want to add?
Just full gratitude. As we humble ourselves, we give full gratitude for your mercy and grace and the gifts that you bestow us and just the unconditional love that you give us. We want to spread that out to everyone else and all of humanity.
Exactly. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing as bright as our light is, as we are here in unity right now. Let's make it circle around the globe and give comfort to all those people who have lost loved ones, whether it be war or sickness, and give them strength to shine their lights also again. In full faith, I say this, so be it, and so it is.
Oh, it is. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Thank you. All right. Bye.
Bye, darling. All right. We'll do these few little oracles and then I'll do the video later for the other ones. All right, here we go. Angel of abundance, attracting, not chasing. Ooh, okay. Anything or anyone you chase after will run the other way. Oh, great. Isn't that nice to know? Because of the fears underlining the chasing energy. Instead, attract what you need by sending out love, gratitude, and welcoming energy. Well, I think we just did that, right? Beautiful. See how our oracles line up with our intentions. Oops, said that word. Archangel today. We have Archangel Haniel. We blowing bubbles. All right. Seek soul satisfaction. Fan a flame of inner happiness. Wow. Bringing your life into balance. This is what this is about. Too much work or worry may be draining you. So your guidance is to focus on what you do want and bring fun, joy, and happiness into your life through the spiritual law of attraction. So we still have to be that kid again, have joy, have fun. And we're all going to wait for Rocco to put out his video of him doing cartwheels in the yard. Okay. Just saying. Beautiful. See the light, bright side to all the situations around you. Look for rainbows. The more light you see, the more bubble of happiness can grow inside of you. The babies did an art project today. They made rainbows. Wow. See how our oracles, they all come in and match what we're doing. All right. Sacred Forest Oracle. The aspirin. Yeah, we all have headaches. Aspen spirit of courage. Beautiful. The energy of your inner spiritual warrior is ready to step forward to face any challenges or blockages in life. Be willing to accept help. Be fearless. And yeah, it's okay to accept help. All right. Let's do your chakras. All right. Our first one, heart chakra. We have wisdom again. We still need to get smart. This is the earth green, which brings wisdom, patience, and acceptance. Sage is perfect when you need to prove nothing. When you choose simply to be wise, there's an ability here to bring serenity to any situation. And indeed, it may be needed. All right. It's our next one. Wow. Somebody dealing with rejection? All right. You no longer need to prove yourself. This is about understanding who you are and what you have created. Ivory allows others into your life. Choose wisely. Remember who you are. Sorry, I was trying to do Mufasa again, but rock left. Okay. Your final card today. Perfection. All right. Perfection. This card indicates protection and an inner conflict between wanting to look good and having compassion for others. Remain kind and unattached to an outcome. Being right and letting others know that you are right may not support the understanding you desire. You can be right, but not brag about it, right? We don't have to tell people, I'm right, you're wrong. Welcome to the round table. I'm just teasing. All right, guys. Those are your oracles, and I'll work on your video of the other ones. Okay, we'll do that. We'll do that in a little bit. Stop rejecting yourself, peoples. Yeah, don't reject. Don't reject. You got to love yourself. Self-love is huge. Self-preservation. Okay, love yourself. No spitting on the mirror. Okay. All right, guys. Enjoy your evening. Enjoy your weekend. I'm not working this weekend. I'm just doing the family thing. I've got a lot to catch up on around here. And I will see you Monday, 1 p.m. Eastern for my solo show. Tuesday, tarot class at 1 p.m. Eastern. And Wednesday, we'll just roundtable. Rock probably needs some time. He'll be here on Friday. Wednesday, I don't know. Watch the community page. Watch for a thumbnail. You'll find out. And then next Friday, we'll have a couple tarot guests on. Okay. All right. Sounds good. Thank you all for the beautiful support that you give the channel. And I really appreciate the coffees. Much love, blessings, love and lights, and choo-choo. All right, guys. Blessings, blessings. I love ya.